Best 3-day full body workout for busy professionals. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Vital Living. If you're watching this right now, I'm gonna take a wild guess, you're busy as hell. You've got a job that probably takes up most of your day. Maybe a family, maybe other responsibilities, and you still want to look good, feel strong, and actually be healthy. But the problem is, almost every workout program you see online assumes you have nothing else going on in your life. They want you training 5 or 6 days a week for an hour and a half every session. And let's be real, that's just not gonna happen for most of us. So today, I'm gonna give you something that actually works for busy people. We're talking about a 3-day full body workout that's designed specifically for professionals who don't have a ton of time but still want real results. This isn't some watered-down routine. This is a proper, effective program that can help you build muscle, get stronger, and improve your body composition without living in the gym. By the end of this video, you're gonna have the full plan, including exactly what to do on each day, how many sets and reps, how to progress, and how to actually make this work with a busy schedule. So if that sounds good to you, stick around. Alright, let's get into it. Why most workout programs fail busy people. Before we dive into the actual workouts, I think it's important to talk about why so many programs don't work for people like us. The biggest issue is frequency. A lot of programs are built around body part splits, like chest day, back day, leg day, and so on. And while those can work great if you're a bodybuilder or someone who can train 5 or 6 days a week, they're terrible for busy professionals. Why? Because if you miss 2 or 3 sessions in a week, you might completely miss training a muscle group for that entire week. That's not ideal. With a full body workout done 3 times a week, even if life gets crazy and you only make it to the gym twice, you're still hitting every major muscle group multiple times. That consistency adds up over time. Another thing is time efficiency. When you train full body, you're not wasting time doing a bunch of isolation work for one muscle group. You're focusing on big compound movements that give you the most bang for your buck. You walk into the gym, you get a lot of work done in 45 to 60 minutes. And you get out. That's the kind of training that actually fits into a busy life. And honestly, the science backs this up too. Multiple studies have shown that training a muscle group 2 to 3 times per week tends to produce better muscle growth and strength gains compared to hitting it just once a week. Especially when your total weekly volume is similar. So from both a practical and scientific standpoint, this style of training makes a lot of sense for busy people. The 3-day full body program overview. Okay, so here's how this program is structured. You're going to train 3 days per week, with at least 1 rest day between each session. A common setup is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but you can adjust it based on your schedule. The key is consistency, not the specific days. Each workout is going to be a full body session, meaning you'll hit your legs, push muscles, and pull muscles in every single workout. However, the focus and exercise selection will change slightly from day to day, so you're not doing the exact same thing 3 times a week. This helps with recovery and also keeps things interesting. Here's the general breakdown. Day 1. Heavier strength focus with lower reps. Day 2. A bit more volume and slightly higher reps. Day 3. Mix of strength and hypertrophy with different exercise variations. You'll be doing mostly compound movements, with a few isolation exercises added in to round things out. Nothing crazy, nothing overly complicated, just solid, effective training. Now let's go through each day in detail. Day 1 Strength emphasis. On day 1, we're going to focus more on strength. The reps are a little lower and the weights are a little heavier. This day is all about building a strong foundation. Exercise 1. Barbell back squat. You're going to do 4 sets of 5 to 6 reps. Rest about 2 to 3 minutes between sets. This is your main lower body strength builder. Focus on good depth and controlled movement. Don't ego lift here, form comes first. Exercise 2. Bench press. 4 sets of 5 to 6 reps. Rest 2 to 3 minutes. A classic movement for building upper body strength. Whether you use a barbell or dumbbells is up to you. But barbell is generally better for progressive overload. Exercise 3. Bent over barbell row. 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Rest 2 minutes. This is going to build a strong back and help with posture, which is something a lot of people who sit at a desk all day really need. Exercise 4. Overhead press. 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Rest 2 minutes. Great for shoulder strength and overall pressing power. Exercise 5. Romanian deadlift. 3 sets of 8 reps. Rest 2 minutes. This targets your hamstrings and glutes while also strengthening your lower back. Really focus on the hinge movement here. Exercise 6. Optional core finisher. Hanging leg raises or planks. 3 sets. That's day 1. It should take you around 50 to 60 minutes if you keep your rest periods under control. Day 2. Volume and hypertrophy focus. On day 2, we're going to shift the focus a little. The weights might be slightly lighter, but the reps are higher. This day is more about creating that muscle building stimulus through volume. Exercise 1. Goblet squat or Bulgarian split squat. 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps per leg. Rest about 90 to 120 seconds. Bulgarian split squats are brutal but incredibly effective, especially if you don't have access to a squat rack every day. Exercise 2. Incline dumbbell press. 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Rest 2 minutes. This puts more emphasis on the upper chest and shoulders compared to flat bench. Exercise 3. Pull-ups or lat pull-downs. 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Rest 2 minutes. If you can do pull-ups, great. If not, lat pull-downs are perfectly fine. The goal is to get strong at vertical pulling. Exercise 4. Dumbbell shoulder press. 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Rest 90 seconds. Exercise 5. Hip thrust or Romanian deadlift variation. 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Rest 2 minutes. Exercise 6. Face pulls. 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Face pulls are one of those exercises that don't look like much but do wonders for shoulder health and posture. Don't skip these. Day 3. Mixed strength and hypertrophy. Day 3 is kind of a hybrid between day 1 and day 2. We're going to use some different exercise variations to keep things fresh and hit the muscles from slightly different angles. Exercise 1. Trap bar deadlift, or conventional deadlift. 3 to 4 sets of 5 to 6 reps. Rest 3 minutes. The trap bar is often easier on the lower back for a lot of people, especially if you sit a lot during the day. Exercise 2. Dumbbell bench press. 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Rest 2 minutes. Exercise 3. Seated cable row or chest supported row. 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Rest 90 seconds. Exercise 4. Walking lunges or reverse lunges. 3 sets of 10 reps per leg. Rest 90 seconds. Exercise 5. Lateral raises. 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Rest 60 to 90 seconds. Exercise 6. Superset. Bicep curls and tricep extensions. 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps each. This day gives you a nice mix of strength work and higher representative hypertrophy work. How to progress over time. One of the most important parts of any program is progression. If you keep lifting the same weights for months, your body has no reason to change. On your main lifts, like squats, bench press, rows, and deadlifts. Try to add a little weight or an extra representative every week when possible. Even if it's just 2.5 or 5 pounds. That adds up over time. This is called progressive overload. And it's the real driver of progress. On the higher representative exercises, focus on getting better at the movement and pushing close to failure on the last set or two. Recovery and nutrition for busy people. Look, training is only part of the equation. If you're training hard but sleeping like shit and eating like crap, you're not going to see great results. Try to get at least 7 hours of sleep most nights. I know that's easier said than done when you're busy, but it makes a massive difference in recovery and energy levels. For nutrition, aim to hit a solid protein intake. Somewhere around 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight is a good target for most people who are training. You don't need to be perfect every single day, but try to be consistent most of the time. If your schedule is really packed, consider meal prepping on the weekends or having some backup high-protein options ready to go. Common mistakes busy people make. I've seen a lot of professionals make these mistakes over the years. First, they try to do too much. They see some influencer training 6 days a week and think they need to do the same. Then they burn out after 3 weeks. Don't do that. Second, they skip warm-ups because they're in a rush. That's how injuries happen. Take 5 to 10 minutes to warm up properly. Third, they don't track their workouts. If you're not writing down your weights and reps, it's very easy to just go through the motions without actually getting stronger. And finally, they expect results without being consistent with sleep and nutrition. Training is important, but it's not the only thing that matters. How long should you run this program? I'd recommend running this exact program for at least 8 to 12 weeks before making big changes. That gives you enough time to see real progress and get good at the movements. After that, you can either repeat the program with heavier weights, or make small adjustments to the exercise selection if you want some variety. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, the best workout program is the one you can actually stick to. This 3-day full-body routine is simple, effective, and realistic for people with busy lives. You don't need to train every day. You don't need fancy equipment. You just need to show up consistently. Train hard, eat enough protein, and get some sleep. If you do those things, the results will come. If you want, I can put together a printable version of this entire 3-day program with all the sets, reps, and rest times clearly laid out. Just let me know in the comments. Also, if you have any questions about specific exercises or how to modify this for your situation, drop them below. I read every comment. If this video helped you, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel. We put out new content every week about fitness, health, and longevity strategies that actually work for real people with real lives. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.